All right, hello everyone, and welcome to qualifier number 11 of the SGL Ocarina of Time randomizer tournament. I am Maraba, also known as Mara, and I have new IT guy with me today on comms.
How you doing?
Doing okay. So race number 11, we have picked two people who are on the edge of getting into brackets. They basically both need races in the 90s, essentially. Our cutoff currently is sitting at an 88.32, which is much higher than last year. There's a lot of competition this year for these top slots. We're seeing more runners, so there's more high caliber runners, which makes this just way more difficult to get into. There we go. All right, cropping is done. We have Double Decker on the left and Alexis on the right. Again, both of them need scores in the 90s in order to make it into brackets. Today we have a ZL start, and we also have the Spirit Medallion, which is nice to see. So there could potentially be a minimum of 4 dungeons to do. What do we got? Dodongo's dead. I stopped. Okay, they already go. I saw Zora.
ZR. Haunted Wasteland, and I think the first one was Goron City. If I didn't miss it.
One of them was Goron City.
Yeah, Goron City, DC, River, Wasteland. Should be what those were.
And the question is going to be whether both of them... Alright, well apparently I need to boost my volume. Hold on. If I can do that to myself. In Discord. New IT guy, why don't you start talking?
I am talking. And they are doing the standard opener and CAC. So we're going to go visit the man on the roof, check some skull heads, get a song or two. Maybe not in that order, but we're going to do some of that.
All right. Well, my volume is all the way maxed
20 is
on my
dead.
side, so our restream
30 is dead. 30 is Den's fire. Get out of here, game. Get out of here.
Okay, well, do we need it?
You know, maybe I'm just bad at the game, but if I saw Den's on 30, Target in the Woods is dead, I would be opening my menu.
Pushing skills immediately.
No, I'd be opening my menu first to see if Shadow is even...
Okay, that's true. I would...
A requirement.
But even if it's not required, you might have to go in there.
Right, or
it's not listed as a dead dungeon.
Yeah, or it could be dumb spirit key logic, or, you know, it could be a lot of things. And that's a nocturne.
Okay, well,
Shadow
that's
intensifies.
Nocturne. Oof. Okay. That's not a great sign.
Yeah, it depends on how you look at it. It's the game just nicely telling you to open up your menu now.
It might be. Neither of them have done so yet.
What if Shadow's just the light medallion? Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be beautiful. That would be amazing. Hold on. That was a double hint. It was a hook shot and a piece of heart.
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't see what it was for, though.
If someone can
we'll see it here in a second,
what that
probably.
Was.
It's fishing.
Child fishing. Okay.
That's good to know.
Well, I guess you're going to lake.
We have an accessible hook shot very early. That is not in a garbage location.
Well, you still got a hike there, unfortunately.
That looks like a strength. It's either strength or light arrows, but I think it's a strength.
We saw gold something at an angle. So yeah, it was... drank their lights.
Yep.
Did not have the look of a gold rupee.
Nope. It looked like it was rotating on an axis, though. That's the thing, is I would believe that it was a rupee if it was straight up and down, but
Right, that's it looked like it was.
It looked like it was rotating sideways.
We're getting another peek here.
But
I don't think Decker even saw that.
That actually might be a gold rupee.
Is it a gold rupee? Okay,
that one looks more rupee-ish than the first one did, but I swear that first pick was a string.
Someone can go look at the VOD for us.
Yeah, you can VOD dive if you want to. If we don't see it soon, we'll know it wasn't anything important.
Alright, go pick up that whole heart. Unfortunately, that's all we got out of Dompe today.
Alright, Virgil's saying it's up and down, so I will trust that.
Really? Okay.
And Dompe being a troll, like usual. Thank you, Dompe.
So they've just chosen to do CAC and Graveyard in different orders.
Yep. And like usual, it has absolutely nothing. Well, I guess it had a Nocturne. No, not a Nocturne. What you call it? Oh, actually, have we seen the song in here?
We did, but I wasn't actually looking.
Oh, it's the item. Right. Because we start with an extra song, so one of the songs.
One of them has to be an item.
Checks is jumped. Yep. So we found the jump. Hooray! That's good.
Yeah. Okay. So Sons of Loopy
is good.
Well, everything on out is going to be a song.
That is correct.
It's really funny when you start with like a hook shot or something, and everyone's going, "What's wrong with the seed?" And it's like, "Oh no, that was just your extra song at the start. Only now it's a useful item."
Yep.
Okay. Is Decker? Okay, Decker is, I guess. This is an interesting question. Decker is picking up extra cash, and so maybe might grab a shield. I'm thinking.
Yeah. Slightly vanilla start for child respawn.
Not terrible for certain things. You can kind of autopilot a lot then.
Mido.
Okay, well, we don't know what that is, but it's something we'll get our first time up there. And Decker is going to buy a shield. I don't know what he's doing with it, because... Wait, Lon to Phantom Ganon? Is that what I just saw?
Yep. Probably for the song, but...
So either Decker's presumably warping out or is going to go upriver. Aha, there we go. A Shadow Temple is required.
Yep.
It is one of our stones. Jabu, Forest, Shadow. And then I did not see what the last... hold on, Strength Upgrade and Bombs was just another dual hint.
Yep.
Oh, what was that? Did anyone see what that dual hint was? Decker going up trail. I
mean...
What are we... I guess we're just dipping...
Trail's not foolish.
DC is foolish.
Yeah.
Oh, we're peeking. Okay. That's what it is. That's an unusual peak location. I see it occasionally.
Yeah. Alright, were you ready for the rest of the pedestal check?
Okay, Decker also choosing to go child. Yeah. Oh, so DC is the Shadow Medallion, required but barren. So you hope you can put it off and you just find choose somewhere. And pre-completed water is nice. It means you don't necessarily need the long shot. Yep. But I think you're still picking up that hook shot. I think that's one reason we're seeing the push to child really fast instead of also going upriver. It's just you know where there's a hook shot.
Right.
Decker, you can't do any bowling. Okay, wrong door.
Park he can. And that's all that matters.
Did Alexis just save quit right at Temple of Time?
That I don't know.
Because I don't recall seeing the slingshot game. Which of them got the Lon Lon Ranch? That was Alexis, right?
Yes,
Requiem.
because that's next to
Zora Fountain path to something, I think is what I saw. Fountain to Baronade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you hope that is not Adult Fountain. Okay.
More than likely it is.
You really hope it's not.
There are 3 checks in Fountain, and 2 of them are age restricted to adult.
I know. I think you go with magic, you set for roars, and if you
on the bright side,
don't find it out of the fairy fountain, at least you can set for roars. I can't see what's on the arch. I saw a tiny item.
Here's the thing, though.
Wait,
the only thing it can be is something that leads to Rudos. Or something that leads to Boomerang, sorry. Not Rudos. Because you can't be there without Rudos, and we have Z already.
Right, so you're just setting it, and you hope you set for roars, and you've done at least the trek up.
Yeah.
And you can just get there from warping out of spirit. That's assuming we find the magic. Okay, I think they're basically even in terms of checks just about now.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. Decker's just gonna hit the woods, do a few things. Alexis is gonna hit up Lon Lon Ranch just a little bit faster. We'll get another look at that second dual hint. Great Fairies. Okay, yep. That is Hyrule Castle Fairy is a strength upgrade. So... I mean, it's possible that's required. And we're just gonna get bombs early. I don't... think we've seen anything that...
Spirit's still on the menu as being possible. Burning Cact's a pretty gross song that we would need or something.
So, Lon Lon Ranch, path to Phantom Ganon. Are we going to get a bow, a strength, minuet, or sorry, a song?
We're gonna get an item.
Decker does use the Miku sprites.
Yep. We're definitely, it's gonna be an item in Ranch. If not, it's... I'm trying to think of what song. Maybe Storms could be possibly the path. I mean, it's not for logical forest access. Why would it be forced access?
Well, it can't be a hook shot. We know that.
If the Song of Storms check was Requiem, and Requiem I'm reading the tracker backwards. Requiem was Saria's.
Requiem was found at Saria's location, yes. It could be the first bow, it could be a first strength.
Okay.
It could be a song.
Yeah, the song thing is set up backwards how I would do it, so it's confusing crap.
Ah, okay.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, that looked like King Zora was dead. I think that's at a heart container.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I did see Sacred Forest Meadow. And was that also the Phantom Ganon? I didn't get a good look at that. Oh, bomb bag. Okay, well that bomb bag leads to a strength.
Yep. Strength required. Yep.
So that could just be it to our... Wait.
Yes.
Except that the strength is hinted.
Right. It's indirectly hinted.
No, the strength was actually hinted, too, as a...
Yes, but Hyrule Castle is not the path. Lon Lon is the path.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an indirect.
Okay, that's what you meant, yes.
Yes, it's not being directly hinted as the path. It's being indirectly hinted that bomb bag allows you to get it. So yes, we're fine.
Okay, so we're going to go pick that up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're also seeing chickens.
Yeah, I would say this is a very good play.
It's been pretty dry so far.
Mm-hmm. And the drier it gets, the more likely chickens is, well, you know, sometimes it's better than others, but...
Okay, that was our second copy of the Zora Fountain hint. Ah, Alexis is finally looking at the medallions. But not for very long. So, okay, actually, here's a question.
42. But continue.
Does Alexis go out to field and walk it to do the checks and pick up that hook shot? You know where there's a hook shot. You can start Forest Temple.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of walking though. That's the problem. You don't have Serenade, and you don't have Minuet. So you are hiking to all of these locations.
Yeah. No, I think what Alexis is gonna do here is gonna go turn in Richard, rob the owner of her 5 rupees if she doesn't give you whatever, and then do TCG into Bombchu Bowling.
We don't have magic yet.
Yeah, well, maybe this is magic. Okay.
No, okay.
Okay, then we're just gonna do Bombchu Bowling.
Alright.
I forgot, you start with lens, not magic.
Yeah, no, lens.
It's like,
and
well, you got lens. What else do you need?
Because boy, do we hate path to lens.
Uh-huh. Yep, those 40, 50 skull lens paths. Ooh, a slingshot.
Oh.
I don't agree with that. But hey, you know, that's the reason I'm not top 32. So.
But that is a good question. So for everyone watching, a slingshot is not required for Deku Tree completion. We turned on the trick in the basement to allow the skip in logic. However, there is still target in the woods,
which is
and
dead.
there is still. Yes, I'm saying the checks, and there is still technically the first check in Jabu. because you can you can unlock Jabu with a slingshot. That's what's done vanilla. And there is Spirit Temple logic.
Yep.
So it is possible that slingshot
Is required for something.
is required. In addition, we have to get 30 skulls, and we don't have a stick upgrade yet. So it's possible, for example, that you might want that slingshot just for skull gathering as a child.
Not nearly as good as the boomerang, but
No, but we also don't know if. But also that's locked behind fountain access.
Right, and we don't know where that's
So it
at.
becomes okay, maybe you don't technically need slingshot.
Yeah, I don't know. That to me is a choice right there. So.
But it's yeah, it's possible that it's worth the, I don't know, 30 seconds?
Right.
Less to pick up that boomerang. That's the thing. Like it's a few seconds then, but if you're picking up 30 skulls. Oh, well, okay. Never mind. Apparently you just have to do the field route because there we found a slingshot.
See? That's why I said I'm not top 32.
And Decker, having chosen a slightly different path, is actually able to clear the Colossus fairy on the first time through. Unfortunately, it's just $5.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you want this, after child fishing, do you go into the well knowing that you can complete it in one go? Not logically, but you can complete it. And you have Nocturne as a warp point. Or do you actually just rush adult because you now have bombs and you can start clearing out things like Goron City?
Well, I don't understand how it's not logically completable, but...
I thought Dead Hand. Or is that not require Kokiri Sword?
What do you mean?
Maybe that's Scrub's logic, requires Kokiri Sword.
As long as the 3 keys are accessible, it doesn't matter in what order you get them in. Just the 3 keys have to be available.
Oh, look at the bookshot.
Oh, that was cool. Maybe if that was hinted, someone would have found that earlier.
Okay, so are we... Oh.
Also, isn't Goron City just dead? So, doing
you're right.
checks there.
That was one of the ones we couldn't see.
Yeah.
Goron City. But it still allows you to go into Crater and clear that out and turn in the claim check.
I mean, yeah, you can go get a song, but you're already child. I think going well is probably the better play because CAMC's turned on, so the only thing you can't really peek is Dead Hand.
Mm-hmm.
So dungeon pretty quick, and it's what? Oh, I don't think it's 11 checks total in there. Pretty close to that, 10 or 11, something like that.
I mean, I think ideally you are able to pick up something like a bow out of the well.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can just go into forest and finish it. Dompe Digging is nothing. Sunsong Grave was nothing. Alexis hasn't done chickens, right? Alexis
nope, and
hasn't been here as... Oh, wow. Alexis didn't even check The skulls. Okay, this
Right.
might... Okay, that actually makes a... Hold on. Alexis might... Yeah. Oh, I think
Yeah,
Alexis is going to
let's
warp
not
out and
change the
now
time
goes,
of day.
hold on. I better start getting those skulls.
Mm-hmm. Which then makes well, I think, a little bit even better of a decision. Because there are a few skulls, I believe, you can get in well.
You can
Without
get
needing the
one of them
boomerang?
if you let the like eat you and spit you out
Oh,
at the wall.
right. Okay, maybe not.
It's not actually... No, it basically assumes you have boomerang.
Yeah.
Yeah, the others are hard require boomerang. You can do the one behind the like carefully.
Right. Which isn't really worth,
No, it's not fun.
yeah, not worth doing, so.
Like, I think you have to get it like in the right position or something first.
Yeah, I mean, if you can do it, great, but I still think well is a good play at this point. Unless this just happens to be a bow. Then I would say
Sure,
force is
yes.
probably the better play.
I mean, we are going child again
And,
later.
okay, it is
At
not a
minimum
bow.
for Jabu. Okay. Sure, alright, go into the well. Wait, Decker didn't go pick up the strength at Hyrule Castle. Right? It's not on the tracker, and I don't think we saw him go in there. He knows that's there, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, he doesn't know that. Wait, yes? He does. Okay, sorry. Chat's
He's got to
behind.
know
There's a delay.
Isn't it outside this grotto?
But I thought that was Long Ranch to Phantom Ganon.
Oh. Oh, well, it's going to be...
Yeah, I guess it's gonna hit it, I guess, right before going adult.
Yeah. This was hinted dead.
Yeah, there we go. All right, right. Yeah. Gonna pick it up. Pick up another skull. Presumably go adult. Unless he also decides he wants to do the Nocturne into well thing. But it's kind of that, like, the ending in Market.
Right.
Usually seems to indicate people go adult after, but, you know, doesn't have to be. We can warp out.
Right. I think this is a good play. But we will see how long I am.
I think, you know, people often say well is a trap, but the truth is it's very high density, and if you have the warp to get there quickly and you can full clear, and now you can peek everything, it's so fast for your checks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is this? That's a bottle. Okay. It's not a letter, though.
Nope. But bottle is good for skulls, which we know we need to get.
I know people argue over whether those are skulls worth getting, because they take time.
I mean, we got to work to graveyard. That's one.
Yeah, no, I think it's a situational, like, how many skulls are in logic.
That put a whole bunch more in.
Yeah, it puts a...
And without boomerang...
So we can collect them that way. Okay, well, that's... nothing really in the well, just the bottle, but we'll have a lot more checks to go. Oh, Decker is starting Child's Spirit. That's interesting. I'm guessing it's going to be Child Spirit right into playing Nocturne, doing Dompe digging in the well. All right, that's one meme item. That's unfortunate.
But we'll never know where those hidden grottos are at if we don't have that.
Like one of my first multiplayer or multi-world games that I played, someone forgot to turn off
Oh,
the
they forgot
grottos
to turn off.
requiring the stone.
Oh God! So you got a paperweight.
Yeah, as I'm like, where's the logical? Oh, it was that.
Yep.
Oof. Okay. Got something in spirit. Do we have something else? And no, we do not have something else behind Dead Hand. Okay. No. Oh my. Okay, I have never actually seen that happen before with the skull, like bouncing someone back.
Oh, got another one.
Okay. Ah. Okay.
For foolish
And that's
water
a
logic.
wallet.
Oh, there we go. We got a
Okay,
large one in the
so
light
wallet
pipe.
in spirit, you can go buy your choose and clear DC super fast if you want to.
Yeah.
We're maybe touching fire. Okay.
Yeah. Hmm. All right. Okay, so there was something in here.
Scale. Okay, well, we already had... Oh, are we gonna see it? We're gonna see it! Alright, so... Oh, I forgot. If it's a big skull... if it's a big chest, yeah, you can just reach onto it. If it's a small chest, you need the light to launch you.
Alexis has gamer strats. That's a big.
In Kansas, driving under the
Alexis, stop. Okay, that was fun. I'm gonna shut off the. I'm gonna shut off the one in my office because. Yeah, I'm gonna start triggering that by talking about how great our runner's doing and saying that
gamer
strat somehow leads to driving under the influence in Kansas. I don't know how that works, but apparently that's what she thinks I said.
Okay, so we pulled
a scale and
a
hammer.
tunic, a scale, and a hammer in that order out of the well.
Mm-hmm.
Fire is our forest medallion.
Water's pre-completed.
Water's pre-completed, and scale. Well, we already have
and
access
a bottle.
to domain.
You forgot about a bottle.
Oh, right. Sorry, the bottle. Yes.
Can't forget the
bottle. We don't have a bow, and we don't have a Pona, so that doesn't actually put big pose into logic. Okay. Is Alexis gonna bother clearing DC? And pick up a few more skulls? It's an option, I think.
Yeah, it's not a bad one either. All except for the staircase you can get.
I mean, the one with the... I mean, we have free Scarecrow, so you can just get that one easily without being super finicky, right?
Yeah, you still got the Armos push.
But you can just call Pierre because we have free Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you.
We're
picking up a shield this way. Yeah, like normally with Baron DC you want to go through with choose, but in this case it gets you a few more skulls.
Right.
Alexis just needs five more rupees.
Yeah, you know.
Does this reset the boxes? Yes. Okay. Doing it that. All right. Okay. Given you have a strength, hook shot and hammer,
And
you-
bombs.
and bombs, do you start dipping fire?
Yes.
I mean, I think it depends on what the song you get is as you go through Crater. I think if you don't get Bolero, I think you definitely start dipping fire.
Yeah, you go what you call it? You go DC here first and clear that out because I mean there's one skull right here.
You can get 3 inside,
Uh,
and then you can also
Yeah.
pick up the hint in DC, which is useful, even if there's no. I mean, technically, you could see if there's shoes in there.
Yeah, there's a couple things. Choose, double defense, BGS can all be in DC. Since they don't actually unlock anything.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, we can do our Storm's Grotto check right here.
Yeah, that's true. This isn't foolish.
I think this is a totally fine routing decision.
I believe this is one of the correct routing decisions. Oh look!
Ah. Okay, there's the bow. Okay.
So maybe not dip fire first. Maybe go for it.
Yeah, maybe. I think it depends. It definitely depends on the song.
Yeah.
I would think.
Right. Does make stopping long pull a little easier. Instead of having to do strength or bomb stuff, you can just shoot.
Just shoot it. All right.
Yeah.
Oh no! Ah! Oh no!
Oh
no!
no!
That's okay. That's unfortunate.
Nah, just reset. Go check.
Yep.
Oh, there's no point in checking Boulder Maze. It's dead.
Well, there is the hint.
That is true. There's a hint stone back
through it
there.
really fast. You know, if you're burning time anyway.
True, and it could be choose back here also.
Temple of Time to Bongo. Okay, that is a. Okay, well, Alexis doesn't think, I guess, that Goron City is foolish, or was just checking for choose. Okay, so
Ona's song on
what?
Temple of Time?
The bow is logical, the hook shot is logical, the strength is logical. We have Nocturne.
We don't
know what
need.
Din's is, so I guess magic?
How are you getting magic out of there? Lax is
Behind.
the key.
You're right.
So it's got to be
Temple
a
of Time
song.
Is song, yeah. But song to magic.
Yeah. So yeah, opponent to magic. So maybe GTG.
But we don't know which
Coast.
Kona. I technically could be like Song of Time. Locked.
Oh yeah, Song of Time.
Also in
to
GTG.
GTG.
You know.
Yeah, right. I was just thinking opponent because right
Skull
now we
Kid
don't have logical.
Behind
access.
Saria's. There are. Okay, that was Bolero. Okay, yeah, just check this stuff and bail.
That's a choice, I guess.
What's a choice?
Running past Crater Fairy.
Yes, you're right. That is a choice. I don't know.
Zora Diving Den.
Yeah, and Torch. Why aren't you doing? Oh, they just realized. Okay. I think that's what just happened is Alexis realized and thus is reset by jumping off. Okay. And I'm guessing Decker is basically just repeating the same thing. Unfortunately, we have beeping all the while. Okay. Crater Fairy is nothing. I hope Alexis remembers she has the claim check. Don't get hugged.
The hugs are so much fun.
Hugs will kill you.
Yeah. Minor details.
Ha. Okay, that was strength 2 at the top of Crater. Does that say Ice Cavern has Serenade? I think that's, Alexis did not remember about the claim check. Unless I totally just missed that. And is up to 11 skulls. Well, and
Stone Forest.
running back into Crater. Yeah, all right.
No, this is Forest.
Yep. Sure is.
I mean, you're not doing DC before you do progression. Unless you just need a long think about where something's at, but...
Forest to Bongo.
The Hover Boots. Magic. Mirror Shield, if we want to be nice to the runners today. Could also find some nice arrows in there. Not that it puts Bongo into logic, but it's still kind of funny to watch.
It is. Decker, do not die on the wall, please. Okay, Decker remembers that he has a claim check. It is interesting that he's going up instead of...
Ooh.
And then going back through and down. Okay, there are your chews. Okay, now you can just quickly...
Yep. That's DC whenever you want to do it, but...
Thought Alexis already saw these hints. I guess... Pretty sure.
Memory refresher, maybe?
I guess. Yeah, it could be. Or it could be just muscle memory of...
Mm-hmm.
You're
Did
right,
I
all of
check
domain is
these?
hinted. We got the dual path hints for child, and we got King Zora also hinted. Oh, he bailed in SFM? Is that what you... Says? I assume that's what the thing is.
Okay. So... We got a minuet at a minuet. So one of our paths is logical forest access.
Lovely.
Woo!
Decker, this is the problem with doing it this way, is you have to make this awkward... Actually, here's a question. Okay, yes, it still took 2 hits. It did not save that damage. Alright, well now... Yeah, how much you want to bet the Prelude song is Sariu's? Yeah, that's I do not like that feeling, and that would be the reason to put off fire. Wait, hold on. Actually, let me go refresh myself on the hints. Hold on. Why don't I see anything on the hint sheet? No one's been taking hints.
Because you're on SGL and not copy of SGL.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Thank you.
I know, because I'm looking at the note sheet.
Okay. Because I thought I was... Let me...
It's the hover boots!
Let me just...
Well, there's our path to Bongo.
Qualifier number 11. Ah, yes, I was... Okay, I was in the right sheet, just on the wrong tab. Alright, so... Hold on. We have... Temple of Time to Bongo. And also Forest to Bongo.
Mm-hmm. Probably for those
We're
lovely
assuming
hover boots.
Hover boots and potentially magic if it somehow pops up in here, but we've seen the hover boots.
Also, Decker getting his bow out of Boron City, or Trail Storms.
We're just gonna see the same sort of path.
Yeah.
It's fine. It just means, unfortunately, we're gonna see two people in forest simultaneously.
Maybe not. Maybe Decker's like, screw it. I'll just go clear DC. Unlikely, but...
Well, it's not running into DC now.
No.
I mean, DC does give you a few skulls, is the thing.
Yeah.
And another hint. But it sure looks like this is going into forest. Yeah, there we are. Okay, going into forest.
And some 3-key forest here from Alexis.
Let's see how successful it is with everything else.
I mean, you got
Or
the
do
stuff
you have
to
to
do
still
it.
backtrack because you're missing everything? Like, it saves you a little bit of time, but what you really hope is that, like... Actually, that is a good question. Do you hope that you pull a pile of keys and their items, and then you can just skip the items? And then you might...
I mean,
Or...
no, that check can't ever be a key unless 3-key force is logic. Because that's guaranteed to always be an
okay.
item.
Ignore me. Alright. Easy Poe for Alexis.
Bye, Amy.
So how much time difference is there between the two of them? Not
a whole lot.
Not much. Have they all done
Alexa's
the
probably
same?
5 minutes ahead.
Is there any... What has Decker done that Alexis has not? There was Bigger on claim check turning it in, which was nothing. Was there anything else?
River, maybe?
I don't think we've seen River from anyone.
Okay.
13 skulls. Alexis is. Oh no, Decker. Okay. What's this? And magic. Okay, there we go.
Something is path to Bongo in here. We just don't know what it is.
Well, we need both of them.
Yep.
Okay.
That's why you always full clear your way of the heroes. I mean, you don't have much of a choice in this dungeon because, you know, it's linear.
And we're still looking for letters somewhere.
Right.
Oh, we're gonna see it. Okay. We're gonna see the nice, don't have to fully push the blocks strategy.
Mm-hmm.
You have bombs and hovers.
Right. Do you actually need the hovers to do this?
I believe you do in order to make it across them.
Okay.
You, and of course you still, yeah, like that one right there needs the hovers.
Okay. I didn't know if you could do it just glitchless.
I mean, it would really suck if, like, you had the bombs and the hovers and no strength.
Right.
That would just be unfortunate, actually. But as it turns out, you got everything. And that is another big chest in Forest Temple. What is that? It could be, okay, it could be another meme item. We have only one of them. It could be more chews. We've only seen one pack of chews. It could be a second
mirror
bow.
Shield.
Mirror shield. Another strength. It would be really funny if it was second magic. Or a second bow. It was strength.
Third
Okay.
strength, okay.
Well, we know that outside Ganon's Castle Fairy is dead.
Light Child could always have our light arrows. That's literally the only thing that it could be.
This seems now like a very fast seed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess it could be unfortunate. It could be have to go somewhere for those light arrows, but now we need our letter. Where's our letter? Sorry, let me check that sheet.
The letter is going to be right here. Actually, it can't be. But because these last two have to be.
We just have two for Bongo and 2 for Phantom Ganon. And hold on, that is a midstone. Okay.
Oh wait, no, there's 3 items left. These last 2 have to be keys. So, basement could be Haruto's, if we just want to put everything in forest today.
I mean, sure, I would be okay with a jet after some of our last few seeds.
I'm good with that.
Okay, vanilla bow chest is just a heart refill. It looked like. Or heart of some sort, which would refill you. We don't know if it's a piece or a full one. We're not opening it.
I'm confused.
Yes?
Should there not be one more key?
I'm terrible at key counting.
That's it? So, okay.
Another big chest? Are you okay. Okay, it's just just bomb chews. We're up to like 15 bomb chews or something now. That's a nice number.
Yeah. And then reset and go fight Meg, and then we'll figure out what the big chest in the basement's gonna be, because everything's a big chest in this temple.
I guess, you know, that is one way of making Forest Temple not boring, is if you're constantly getting new big chests.
Forest Temple is the new Gamba Dungeon of the Seed.
We'll get another look
Oh,
at
that's
the
right.
skull
We haven't
count
seen our-
on Alexis shortly.
Yeah,
Go
we haven't
to
seen
the
our
basement.
boss key yet either, so...
You're right, we have not seen... Yes, technically, the boss key is in a big chest. It is just a big key chest.
See? It's a big chest. Boom.
Alexis, are you... Alexis is having problems hopping in there.
Yeah,
It happens. Alright.
happens to the best of us.
Momentarily get a look at his skull count, which I'm sure he's just going to be blazing through. We're not actually... It's just going to see it's 2 digits.
Yep.
Look! It's the big key. Alright. And 17. I did manage to see that. Okay, so 17. Okay, so you can't do shadow for skulls. You can do DC for skulls, and you have to do it.
You can do fire for skulls.
You can do fire for skulls and looking for Rudo's letter.
You can do ice out of logic and go grab the skulls.
You could, and it would just
And
get
go find your
Serenade.
boomerang.
You hope that...
I mean, it's...
Well, you hope he doesn't need irons. How about that?
Yeah, 2 out of 3, and then it'll tell you how bad the seed's going to be if you need irons.
That, I guess, doesn't seem terrible because it's... Except the Serenade's unfortunately quite a waste. You can grab a few skulls outside of ice, but it's not... Oops. Alexis facing the wrong way on that. Oops. It's fine.
Lexus giving us a slight masterclass on how to troll Phantom Ganon. And dead.
Okay, does Phantom Ganon have any big item to just make this, like, you know, what's in here? Yes, everything.
Iron boots.
Unfortunately not.
They're just shaped like a heart. Because we love it.
Okay, so we're sitting at 17 skulls for Alexis. Definitely hitting 17 for Decker. Because I... Wait, what? That was the Burning Cack song. I didn't actually... Horse! Thank you.
Uh-oh.
The horse. Alright, and we're... Within domain, yes, thank you, we saw that one already. Okay, now Alexis. Okay, what are we doing? We are going out of Sacred Forest Meadow.
You're going ice or fire, but you have Bolero, so this is an ice play.
I guess it's ice. You got a bottle too.
Mhm.
So choose. What was? Hmm. Because we also have hammer. I mean, it could just be DC takes you up to 20.
I suppose.
Oh, this one. This one, which is a little finicky, and you might think, oh, you can just scarecrow. No, it's the bean patch. There it is. Makes it look easy.
Ah.
That is 18.
Yeah.
And oh wait, Alexis never checked this grotto? Guess not. Or he doesn't think he did. I'm a little... Okay, yeah, we're just routing in. It seems a little funny because of the way that he went through Mercury Forest already, but he's just doing it to pick up skulls. And now it could be ice. You do have a scale, so the shortcut's active. Yep. All right, here it is. Just wish you had iron boots. This will actually be our first look at River. Was River the
Yes.
domain? I mean, was
River
the Baron?
was the Baron, so
Yeah, we saw something was listed.
I mean,
Hold on. What was that? That was a big pose something.
Purple rupee.
Okay. Yeah, a few more skulls. You can pick
still
up
think you
more
go and check
hints if
the
you want
hints.
to.
Because there's one, I mean, you're going to grab this one. There's one over by the open grotto.
The open grotto, which you can just dip.
Right, so you're
run
going
over, grab the
so
other
you're just going
hints.
to grab the other two hints.
How much do we have left, actually, for hints? We have one single sometimes hint, frogs 2, which we don't need because we know River's dead. We're pretty much done with hints now.
I think we have, what, one more sometimes, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I saw. One more single sometimes hint,
Good.
and the storms, which is dead. Because River's dead. Okay, so Lexus is going to choose to take this one. Okay, which is a repeat, of course.
Burning cack.
Alright.
Nice.
Little backflip there at the end.
And it's still nighttime, so
Nighttime,
this
yep,
will be
so you can,
20 something for Alexis.
You can hit that skull. Yep, gonna stop off and get that skull.
Yep, 22,
22.
so 26 after ice. And then DC.
Wait, what bottom of
puts it
the
at
fountain?
30.
Is that our last? Sometimes bottom of the fountain is that nothing. I don't know if I saw that hint right. Someone can tell me what they thought that hint was.
Well, that's good if it's bottom of the fountain.
But yeah, then it can't be that, which is we're getting boomerang.
Yep.
Okay,
So
bottom
it's
of the fountain is
either
dead. Excellent, just what you want to hear.
Iceberg or fountain. Fountain.
I mean, we still need the letter, unfortunately. Oh look, there it is, just sitting right there.
Lord Boomerang!
And Alexis is out. Okay, not gonna look for the lights. Just gonna.
I really
Ah,
don't agree with
okay.
that.
Well, we do have our strengths. We can do a lot of checks in not too much time in spirit, if that's the way that Alexis wants to do it, or what?
I still
Oh,
think you.
just getting these skulls. Okay, yeah.
I don't know. I don't agree with warping there. I still think you don't have lights. I still think you run through there, and maybe you don't need to go all the way to the end of that.
I mean, at least you could
But get all the
run
skulls
in,
out of
set
ice.
Auroras, and leave.
Yeah, because that's a hard location to get back to.
Yeah, this one is actually slightly annoying because of the problem with the enemies that keep on whacking you out of the way as you're trying to either line up the shot with your chew or retrieve it with the hook shot.
Got it.
Looks easy. And we're about to see the Colossus Fairy again, which we know is nothing. It was like $5. Which I guess technically could be like arrows or something. Yeah, Alexis makes all this stuff look easy. And Deckers is going to repeat the process. Okay, and Alexis is... Okay, so... Well, there's another skull in Wasteland. There's another one in Fortress. Yeah, Alexis is a very good runner. There's a reason he makes it look easy. I think that's Decker now at 19. Can't check the Wasteland check, but I don't believe that was on our list of dead things, so it contains something, maybe. We don't particularly care right now. But it is a skull.
Yeah.
But it looks like we're just bypassing it. Gosh, doing this in the dark. I'm just seeing these blurs of dark things that Alexis is following. Like, I know my screen quality is not as good at what he's looking at, but still, doing it in the dark is pretty annoying.
Mm-hmm. There's 20 for Duo.
Yeah, Decker's relieved to see that hint. I'm sure basically everyone who's doing this without
going,
irons
oh,
is
thank
relieved
God I
to
don't
see
have
that.
to have
You know,
irons.
oh, good, I don't have to come back. It looked like the chest at the top of Colossus, of Fortress, was small, so nothing there. Oh, we actually... What was that hint? I just missed that.
Lon PG for Bombay.
Okay, it was a repeat of that one. And Decker is gonna check. I mean, this is probably nothing, but it would be great if it was light arrows.
Or an ice, one of the two.
This is another full heart container.
Alexis deciding to pop FW here.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, not a bad choice.
I mean, Okay, well, we can check Valley. We have a hammer. There are more skulls. There's one of them back here on the wall, one of them on the column. We're not pressed for time because we have suns. We have choose, so we can check the box.
Decker deciding to set FW in ice.
And is presumably doing the same. I couldn't see anything, so I'm going to assume it was nothing behind those rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, line up, send the chew down. And it looked like just $20.
I don't know. I can't ever see it when they pick it like that. Same with Shoot the Sun.
Well, it looked like a red thing.
Yeah.
And it didn't, just kind of a dull, whitish red. Deku Nook capacity. That is our known nothing from Frog Stew. And Decker's actually going into Spirit.
Yeah.
That's... Huh. In what? Oh, they were fire arrows. Oh, okay. Well, that is the same red color as the rupee. I guess Alexis is just going to clear DC now. Presumably. We got the choose.
Yeah.
Just, we can pick up a few more skulls. Because presumably Alexis just wants to get into Shadow and out of Shadow.
Mm-hmm. And then go mode Jabu.
Hopefully, yes. Yep, here's Pierre picking up another skull. So what will this take Alexis to? Alexis had... I couldn't
27.
see. 27? Okay, we're almost done.
Yep. 28.
29. Then later, yep.
Yep.
Good skull routing. Is such a tremendous thing as a time save when you hit a high skull seed. I mean, there are reasons that for SGL we cap it at 30, which is that
Anything
we
more
are not
sucks.
interested in 40 or 50 required skulls. Because we have to do a lot of races in a very short period of time. Is a big chest in Shadow. In Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Kokiri sword. Well, we presumably don't need that. But I suppose it could pop up for light arrows if you see light arrow. You'll never find light arrows in Deku Tree.
Yeah. I think it's at 25 for Decker.
I couldn't
Could be
see.
wrong.
It started with a 2.
Yep. 20 something.
Yep, here's this one over in the corner. 22. Okay. 22 for Decker right now. So I guess Decker thinks... Alright, well, we're gonna see this trick shot, if it's successful. It's a pretty annoying one, to be honest. It's how you do this room without fire arrows. Or dins, as an adult. You basically gotta light the torch, then carefully light another torch. And now you have to do it quickly, because you can't let it burn out. And, yep. Yes, affectionately known as bow crap.
Actually, it's not. This is advanced bow crap.
Oh, sorry,
The other
yeah.
one is bow crap.
Sorry, that's true. I guess
Pushing
regular
doing old man
bow crap
Sisyphus
is...
up the with the Armo statue up the
Yeah,
the
true.
wall
This is
bow
advanced
crap.
bow crap.
Yep.
Which we didn't actually see.
I mean, we saw the arguably the more entertaining one, so...
We did, but we did not get the push of the Armo statue up the stairs. Which, boy, am I glad that's been sped up.
Uh-huh.
So Decker thinks there's a big chest on the hand. I honestly can't see anything there. Or thinks that there's a key and wants to finish Spirit. I don't know what the... I actually don't know. Okay, it was a big chest. Oh, wow. Okay, that is actually a pretty big deal.
Yeah. That is Decker in the lead now.
Yeah, Decker can just do Jabu immediately and pick up a bunch more skulls and never go child again, presumably.
Yep.
Unless, you know, light arrows in Decker tree.
Which
Meanwhile,
also
Alexis
advantage
is
Decker.
picking up the long shot on 10 skulls, it looked like. And Din's on 30. That's cute. Okay.
Okay, game. You do that.
All right. Okay, so we actually have 2 dungeons to watch with the possibility of pulling light arrows out.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Otherwise we can't... We're not gonna see anything worth seeing, I think? Well, I guess theoretically, if we saw like Scale or Iron Boots, then we could do Lake if light arrows are in the diving game or something, but it's in the lab, but...
Oh, this is the wrong channel for this. But since we missed it, happy 1 hour and 18 minutes.
Oh, wow,
Shout out.
yeah. Let's do shoutouts.
Yeah, so make sure you give our runners a follow. Decker and Alexis putting on one heck of a masterclass here. Joining me in the booth today, Mira. Thank you for joining me.
No problem.
And of course,
it's been a while since I've done comms, but you know what? It's good to do every so often.
Yep. And of course, tracking for us, Warren and Baseball. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving Virgil and chat a break. Virgil has been tracking a large number of races for us. If you want to join us in the comms booth for the races that are going to start up within the week, I would guess, or assist with tracking, yes, thank you, Virgil, very much. We do have a Discord. The Discord, we take volunteers from a lot of communities. If you've done tracking for nothing, we can teach you. Comms, we prefer that you have some experience at least running Ocarina of Time. But, you know, if you are comfortable with other Zelda games that have done comms for them and are familiar enough from watching other Ocarina of Time games, you know what? We can talk to you about doing comms as well. Also, thought I would mention, we are currently looking for Restream volunteers to help out. SGL has put out the call that we should be looking for additional volunteers who are willing to assist with just setting up the Restream. From what I can tell, it doesn't take very long. I'm going to look into learning it myself. It's the people who just wrangle things in the background, make sure sound levels are okay, crop the video, etc. It does not look too technically demanding. Because you are working on someone else's system, you don't, for example, have to learn how to do everything with OBS. So you can join us in Discord if you are interested in any of those. Meanwhile, have we seen anything in Jabu or Shadow?
Mm. But at this point, the only thing we need to see are the light arrows.
Yeah.
So...
Nothing. I will say that Rudo on B1 is a new change for SGL this year. We decided to speed up Jabu a little because it can feel very slow. So we just moved her up to the second level. It's like you already did that part of Jabu. It's a change that's come in with a few races recently. It does mean that you are not forced to route in by that skull down in the basement. But on the other hand, it's much easier to get to the boomerang chest. Alexis is meanwhile making me real nervous with 1 1/4 hearts.
It's only Spirit Temple, or it's only Shadow Temple. What damages you in this temple?
And if you accidentally fall... Maybe this... Yeah, will this give hearts or something? 1 heart? Okay.
So you've got plenty.
No, it always feels like a nightmare when, you know, someone's having issues with Shadow and they fall off, and then you have to restart from a good ways back. In that big room in particular. Okay, up to 1 3/4 of a heart.
Yeah, see recovery heart in that chest. There's 2 sitting out there. I don't... Totally fine. And doesn't even need them.
Okay. Alright, well this is the first check in Jabu. And it is a Goron tunic. Okay then. We also saw wallet, which would allow you to purchase one. That one was from... Where was the wallet from?
Child Spirit.
Okay.
Oh, it was also the Spirit Temple boss key on the lower crusher. Or umbrella, or whatever you want to call them. Oh, pictures.
Okay, are these lights?
Nah. That's
it's
about
just me, magic, and spirit, and shadow.
Yeah.
I have to say these, like, different child screams are just sometimes kind of throwing me. Okay, so where does Alexis go after Shadow Temple?
Kind of a toss-up. GTG or Spirit are probably the best plays, in my opinion. but
Yeah, Alexis does have Furor's Wind set in GTG, but on the other hand, also has Requiem.
right. So I mean,
I guess you could say GTG is at least faster to check a lot of because you can
you can
glance
peek,
at everything in the center really quickly.
right? And if it's your lights, I mean, it's going to be required anyway.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like you just go in GTG, check, see if there's anything in the maze
Hmm.
that makes you want to actually start running through it. Okay,
Yes,
if
and
lights are in the toilet, then that's unfortunate.
honestly, the worst thing Ganon can say, I think at this point, is they're in Fortress. I think that is the worst case scenario.
Yeah, that would actually be. Yeah, then
Well, actually,
yep,
no,
then
no.
we have
I
to
don't know.
do
Is two extra required
dungeons for the song for the
Or, no,
horse.
sorry, 3. We gotta do 3
Three?
dungeons.
Oh yeah,
It's
fire also, yeah.
3
'Cause
extra required dungeons, including having to go into Spirit because you would have to have Kokiri sword at that point. Worse than doing a casino for irons.
okay, so let's just hope it does not say fortress.
Right.
Let's hope
One
we
of
do see.
those is, I don't know which one's worse, to be honest. They're both pretty crap. Oh god. That is
Decker's
not the right
unfortunately
model.
having problems with box skip. Box skip is where you do this. Yeah.
This is why you
if
do box skip.
this is why you pick up the box. If I believe if it takes you more than 2 tries,
Yes.
you are better off just picking up the box.
2 is breaking even. 3 is a waste of time.
Gotta love walls you can hit through.
Mm-hmm. Walls are an illusion.
I didn't actually see what number skull that was.
26.
26? Cool. Okay, are we going to see a nice Baronade? A clean Baronade is so lovely to watch.
Yeah, I'm sure Decker can do a clean Baronade.
It's basically just,
It's the timing of the boomerang.
Oh, wow, that was tight. And oh,
Yep,
wow.
this
Okay,
is a clean
that
Baronade.
was really
Oh.
tight. That was terrific looking.
A almost perfectly clean Baronade with a little asterisk by it. Very nice.
And you didn't have to go chasing Baronade with the boomerang across the room.
Yep, also only
That
needed
was really
3
fast.
stick because he damage stored the jump slash. That case sword coming in handy there.
Okay, we don't need that nut.
But it could be an upgrade.
All right. Kokiri Emerald, check that one off. Rudo upset.
Mm-hmm. Decker unfortunately getting the bad warp out, but
It's
there's the other
another
wallet.
wallet in the back of Shadow. Okay.
Hello, other wallet.
Okay, so we found 2 wallets. Oh, another skull.
Mm-hmm. And I think Decker goes
7.
back adult here and is gonna FW back to ice
Hmm.
and get the
Okay.
last 3.
That sounds reasonable enough, actually. Doesn't take long to get those skulls. And then you
Plus,
also...
if it's ice,
and-
if ice has your lights in it, it's just a crap location.
Right, like that's the thing. It's just... You need the exact number of skulls that are in there.
Yep.
We're seeing a fire warp. What? Oh, is this DC clear? DC also gets you your skulls.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. In that case, you're just committing to getting the hint. Well, first you're hoping they're in shadow, and then you're committing to getting the hint.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you cry.
Well,
Maybe.
hopefully you don't cry. Bongo, can you give us our lights?
So, I just thought of 2 bad places. I thought of a few more. So, Lab Dive is another crap spot.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier, because you either need scale or irons.
Yeah. And it's a casino for either. Same with Tech Grotto, but I believe that was peaked, so that should be no.
Ah, I do not remember seeing it, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Right.
We would have
And it's
crossed Hyrule Field on foot, so
right.
that would have been a detour.
Yeah. And it's equally bad for the same reason that Lab Dive is bad. Because you can't cheese it.
Ooh, well, I have another bad one. Big pose.
Is hinted dead.
Oh, it was. Hold on, did I?
It is a purple rupee.
Ah, yes, thank you. Okay, there goes that idea for a terrible location. That would have also been pretty bad requiring a horse, at least logically.
Yes.
And being actually pretty annoying without the horse. 29.
This isn't a bad check.
Oh,
We didn't get
okay.
a dual hint for it. So.
Yeah, because we did this as adult on our first pass through with ZL.
Oh.
Oh.
Eh.
A slingshot. We're just going to be constantly making noises every time we see a big chest.
Yeah.
Yes,
Even
that is
though we know
slingshot
it's
number 3.
Probably
because,
a bottle.
we saw one on Bombchi Bowling, and we got our actual one. Okay. Alright. And it's open.
Stuff.
Oh, yes, this is a check. Constantly forgetting about it. And I'm not the only one who does that. Is there anything on adult shooting? We're so close. Nope, no, not our lights. And Alexis is looking for letter, and it's not there. Okay, now this is the return to GTG.
Yep. And this
It is
totally
our
makes
fastest
sense.
way to warp. Alright, now let's start. Well, okay, let's start by opening these chests. We got a key and another key, or, yep, 2 keys. And then
So
we'll
I
start
think
in the maze.
best case for Alexis here is in the first couple checks of GTG getting the mirror shield.
I think so too. I was just gonna say that.
Because that is going to be an immediate. Oh. Spirit looks a little more enticing now. And
Big chest in the back. Okay,
Yep,
that's on the
that
eye
is-
statue.
yep,
All
bow
right.
locked, but we have a bow.
Okay, we're starting on the left side.
But,
Why do they put sand in this room?
because it's a desert.
But, like, it just means that they didn't put the floor on. They built the rest of
There's
the
floor.
building and didn't put a floor on it. Like, there's a floor here.
Well, yeah.
Why did they
but
just forget about the floor in the other room?
It's a Zen garden. They just don't have white sand. They just have normal
Oh,
sand.
okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
And just, okay. The skeletons came in.
Yeah. Or they hired him to keep people out of the Zen garden. I don't know. The Gerudo are weird. I mean, look at who's running Hyrule right now. That is true. It
Unfortunately,
is
did
also
not
a
get
training ground.
all the wolf boys in one go. Okay, nothing yet. No, it's just
No. But
Oh, okay. We are
that's
just
a
beelining
choice.
this. Yeah, okay. Yep, there's your long shot. Then here's your Dins. Go do Shadow.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
also a choice, but we didn't see anything in the maze.
No. Okay, are these lights or mirror something that's gonna be
Yep,
there? Okay,
that's a
but
mirror.
Alexis is still gonna keep on clearing out because they are not light
I
and they are not letter.
I still think you clear even if you find lights here.
You still need letter.
Exactly.
Like it's yeah. I mean, I know some people who would find the shield and immediately just have Furores and hit up Spirit.
Oh,
Okay, well, thanks. We don't need it, but we got it.
and not a whole lot else.
Okay, so just continuing the loop around.
Mm-hmm. So we got 2 more checks here. I hope chat was counting because I've not been counting keys.
I have not been counting keys.
Because 9 is hard.
There was 2 in the lobby. There was 1 behind strength 2.
Yeah. That's 1 there in the fire, it looks like.
Okay, well, thank you, Virgil, for counting our keys. That's not a big chest, and it's not a key. And that didn't look yellow on top of the block. This actually seems like a pretty healthy seed overall.
Mm-hmm.
There's been just a lot of heart containers and forced pickups. Okay, another key. All right, and we're out of here. This is, in fact, the correct play.
Yep.
And Alexis has Dins, so we are not going to see boat crap.
So the question now becomes, does Alexis full clear Soul Spirit?
Well, presumably we're going to see 1 more check, which is the atrium. I don't know what you actually call it. The big room in the center that's magic locked, or fire locked. Can be magic locked, as adults. That one. We are going to be seeing that one because Alexis has double magic and is going in with Dins.
Well, we'll also get to see
Statue.
the 2 whatchamacallit checks. Because we have Mirror Shield, so we can full clear Spirit.
Yeah.
So we're going to see all
Well,
the
the
other
question
3
is
checks.
if Alexis chooses to go that way first. We actually don't know which way. I don't know which way Alexis likes to go.
Right. Because very well it could be that lights aren't even here, but if they are, it's gonna pay off.
There's one big chest along the way. I don't remember which one that was. It was on one of the hands inside.
Okay, sword.
You're right, thank you.
It's on the left hand. Or, well, right-handed.
Right hand, the left side of the... Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the left and right.
Whose perspective?
This is why you say that, you know, the statue's left hand.
Mm-hmm.
So this does bring... So if Alexis chooses to stop after the letter,
I mean, I'd also understand
does
it.
he... Is Feror's Wind is currently not actually left in GTG for Fortress stuff. It's just... You could just set it here if you wanted to pick up Spirit. Yeah, it's where do you put your Ferors and...
I mean, if you're gonna, if you're not
Alexis
gonna,
is doing... Okay, is doing this, and then is... What is going to happen?
yeah, I mean,
Okay, we're just going to see, I guess, the traditional way, which is you go outside, you have a long shot, just go across and pick up that other big chest. After doing the outer statue's left hand. But this does show us some new stuff. These are not checks that we got to see earlier. Alright, behind the mirror shield, is there anything?
yeah.
Big
That's-
stabby. Okay.
That's time save. Not
Not actually 30 minutes of it though.
not with these runners caliber, no.
Not as far through as they are. Okay, and then we
Alright.
got these two chests. That is a small... another key.
Definitely will, that BGS will make this one go a lot faster. Stabby, 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 dead.
Alright. This will be another new check. Okay, small. Wait, yes, thank you. It was like, you're not gonna walk off the hand, are you? Alright. Here is your letter.
Yep.
So how long does it take to get over to Jabu and finish versus this last bit of shadow, which includes the boat? The boat speed up
they're
is
about
very
even.
strange. Just have to mention that.
Well, no. I think Decker's gonna finish first. You got no fast way to get to River. I mean, this is the fast way, is going through.
Yeah, we don't have
forest.
Serenade. And then you do have to play the song because you're not going
And you're
down
not-
just to get the chicken.
Yeah, and then lights. Alexis doesn't have lights, so it's not like you're gonna go mode Jabu.
Mm-hmm.
You're still gonna look for all those.
Gonna see a big chest and get excited.
Bro, what's in the big chest again?
I think that was Goron tunic.
Dry cleaning. That sounds right.
Okay, can someone explain why Miku uses a green onion as a sword?
First of all, it is not a green onion. It is a leek, I believe.
It's a leek, which is an allium. It's in the onion family.
Secondly, I have no idea why.
Okay.
Maybe it's because they grow in sand and it's coarse and rough and it gets in everyone's
Yeah, no
eyes.
thanks. Trademark
Gotta-
item. Why a leek? What? Okay, that's fine. Just chasing these guys around the boat.
Okay. So,
Sometimes this just happens.
so the reasoning is because of the video of her singing Ivan Polka, spinning a spring onion, but is depicted with a leek.
Okay.
Thanks, Google.
All right. Okay, well, Alexis has now made it into Jabu.
Where are the weaves when you need them? We hide in the shadows.
Well, actually, Decker is one of them,
Protect the light.
but they're playing right now. That's the problem.
Ah, true. Hey, look,
Decker's
it's
gonna have a
big
moment of being
chest.
excited. Yeah, sorry. Other wallet.
Here's another fun question. Do you bother trying to clear out IGC? Or do you just go grab the hint from Ganon?
Oh, actually, that's a good question.
Because, I mean, there's
There's nothing
one-
pointing us that the lights are in there. I especially since you have furores, I think you go up, get the hint.
Yeah,
You set furores, and if it's down the bottom, well, you can just warp back up.
right. You save quit, warp back up.
There's nothing telling you that it's going to be in the castle.
No, but
You
got
got the
everything
3
you need
strength,
to
but that
clear
doesn't
it.
that doesn't actually mean anything at this point because nothing. Yeah. Don't fall off. Okay. All right, here's Bongo. How many times has Zelda done a boss where you have 2 hands and a giant eye, and they're disconnected? Can someone in
see.
chat look it up for us or
Wind Waker.
something? Just like,
This game.
I mean, like, I get that there's a certain amount of nostalgia for certain forms of bosses. On the other hand, some of them it's like, oh look, it's another giant eyeball.
Mhm.
At least this one has a drum. All right. Yep. Decker's out.
Yep,
All right. So we're at
behind Decker.
just a little before. Oh, we're late. We're hitting the ground at about 150. Exactly. And prelude and off to the castle. Okay. Boss key, and off you go. Theoretically, I guess we could be done super quickly if it's on the way up or even in the castle. But I'm not betting on that. I haven't looked at the race room, so I don't know. But there's so much of it left. Like the game, like there's fire.
Yeah. So
That's
if
a
you
pile
guys
of
want to see
text.
a really bad race, you want to see Fortress right now.
No, I don't. I don't actually want to be here watching them clear several more dungeons when we have no idea how bad fire is going to be.
And if you want a really, really bad race, you want something involving iron boots, since we
No.
have no idea where those are at.
They're not in water. We know that.
They can't be in water.
Yeah, I was gonna say they can't be in. They could be anywhere except not water.
That's about the only place they can't be. I mean, that would be for only the toilet at that point.
And you can see Alexis presumably doing a really good Baronade. Yep, another good one right there. And yep, great Baronade. Yep. Although Baronade itself is not particularly cooperating the same way, just kind of backing up and going around the room for that first one. Perfect.
They're making quick work of the Spice Girls.
It just makes me nervous every time I hear them grunt to attack. So Alexis done with dungeons at about 153. Unfortunately, also has to do an age change, but that doesn't take long. They sped up the age change cutscene, which some people got slightly upset about because you would use that time to take notes. Actually, you would write down the stuff.
Right. Well, we go fast.
But in reality, it just makes it so you're not quite as punished by changing ages. Okay, where is it? Lost Woods.
The hell didn't we
Skull
check in
Kid.
Lost Woods? Oh, Skull Kid.
Skull Kid, right?
Oh,
That's our last
God.
one.
Where's Saria's?
Isn't it behind fire?
Yeah.
Because that was our path to.
Yeah. Saria's is on Prelude.
All right, we're seeing fire anyway.
Woo! Fire!
Yep. Okay, this is fun.
Crappy
So
scene.
logically, it wanted us to do fire, and we're gonna do fire anyway, just for the light arrows.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be worse. At least it's not on Epona.
That is true.
Kind of
it really could have been worse.
We just... And you don't have to, you know, look... You're not... You can just kind of autopilot and fire at this point. I hope the boss key is just in this loop.
Or next.
Or, yeah.
I should not have walked outside barefoot. Holy crap.
Okay, what is the pavement burning? Is it super hot out, or
it's only like 110 out here. Something like that.
where are you?
Kansas.
Ah, okay.
I don't think it's that hot, but the concrete's probably that
But it's
hot.
very hot. Yeah, no, the concrete's gonna be super hot. We've had somewhat suppressed temperatures in the DC region recently.
Yeah, it's 93
Not
outside.
hitting the high 90s like we had for that horrible heat wave. Excuse me. Would you? Thank you. All right. That little guy is just super annoying. Sometimes it's just like I'm trying to hit you. Please stay. Okay, but we but we don't need a big chest now. Alright, we need a big chest, but with a different texture on it.
No, same texture. Well, I guess the fire arrows can't, or the light arrows aren't here.
Yeah, no, they're not going to be in a chest. I wonder what it is. Choose another bow, meme item. Like Nehru's love.
Yeah. Well, there's a key.
Key. Lexus just got the bad news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it could be blue fire arrows.
To be fair, though, that's probably the best bad news they could have gotten.
Yeah, it just requires one dungeon, and you have everything you need for it.
Actually, I don't know. Arguably, I think Deku Tree would probably be the best bad news you could get, but that's probably the second best bad news.
That's true, because it's a quick age change, and the child spawn is right there.
Right.
That would actually...
But either.
Like
of course, the one time we don't want this to be hovers locked, or we want this to be hovers locked, it's gonna be nope. All keys accessible. Go climb.
Really don't actually want that.
Nope. But we are climbing to at least lower maze.
The funniest thing about the Miku model is how her hair is attached to her head. And so it just goes off at these strange angles, like, you know, when you're going over the edge of that fence.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes horizontal. Or you roll. Okay, well, it's not that. But we might need that if we're unlucky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're gonna do it this way. The ground jump method with hovers. Nope. Didn't make it. That's fine. Timing's a little bit off, unfortunately. To throw a few more bombs and change it. Push the block slightly. That's unfortunately, that's what happened. Okay, is it in this first check? It's another bait chest. Oh, up there, right up there. Okay, we can do this without actually. Okay, so this is a very nice little. No, you can. Decker's absolutely gonna keep on doing this.
Yep.
So this is a very nice
Breathe the
trick
door on.
that occasionally happens. If there is a big chest here, and if you have hovers,
Yep.
you can
do
skip
exactly
that way
that.
of getting to it. Oh no!
Oh.
No! Oof. I think we're seeing nerves here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mr. Mario practices it, to be honest. He's the one who always asks if it's allowable. All right, big chest. See ya, Goron. And we should have plenty of chews for extra quick Volvagia, right? Decker should have like 2 chests worth of them now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, does not have a big stabby.
Yeah, so it's still the what, 7?
Also, just has regular bombs out.
We'll just do it with the regular.
We'll just see it.
I think the whatchamacallit's only really worth it. The bomb shoe strat is worth it if you have big stabby.
Well, you know, you could, if you can trigger them off reliably. Oops. You have a tunic, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yep. Interesting.
Yes. Interesting. I'm not.
Would have thought Alexis knew how to do that trick.
Oh, Alexis doesn't.
Or isn't doing it.
Huh. Okay. It could be that it's just not very well known that it's possible right now, because you just don't rarely see it.
Right. So, yeah, it's like, I don't know if this is in the trick set.
I mean, I don't think there's any interest in banning it. So
Why?
I don't think there's any reason. So I feel like, you know, at a certain point, just learn it for the edge cases when you do need it.
Right.
Because, yeah, this is adding actually quite a bit of time to do the run around.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a whole 2 or some odd minutes extra.
That much?
Maybe a minute.
But it's still, you know, that's... You can... I feel like at that level you are knowing a lot of... okay, well, KLO, who's one of the other admins on the tournament, is asking about why is it not banned? It's allowed in fire to skip a bow, but not in shadow to skip a hook. Standard rules are super inconsistent. That is a good question why it hasn't been banned if it allows you to skip the bow. Or having the bow. I don't know, I'm not a race mod. Standard has been put together from various things that have been allowed at various times, and things are generally judged on a case-by-case basis, which makes it incredibly inconsistent. And that's just the way it is.
Right. You also rely on the predetermined whether it can be even done in the seed or not. Because if that chest isn't big, it doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah.
Can't even
Well, that's
attempt
like
to
the one in Shadow, where if it's a big chest.
Right.
All right. Well, 205 Decker has the lights. Going back adult and warping up to Ganon. Alexis is not far behind. Doo-doo. I feel this is like the situation where if you botch something and don't make the one cycle on Ganon or fall down or something, that it's one of those nerve-wracking things to hit, to sub 210.
Mm-hmm.
And also, by this point, you're probably looking at the race room. Because I can tell you that, as of 207, no one's finished. And that, if you are playing the seed and you are Decker, you are worried about someone coming in. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's your... It didn't do a one cycle, but it was... Ooh, excellent. All right. Just easy to, All right. It's also one of these long cutscene things.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like these cutscenes are endless. Another cutscene? Really? Can I please just go pick up my sword?
There's one down.
There's Alexis going back into Forest Temple again.
Yep.
To then do the Furor's Warp. It is kind of funny when it's just... If you get Furor's and Magic very quickly, there's just so much, like, running back into Forest Temple to warp out.
Yep. It is the fastest warp. Assuming you have access to it, then it's fine.
There's also Shadow if you already have Dins.
Yeah.
There's Requiem, although that's a little bit of walking.
Few options.
The cutscene doesn't want to end.
And that
All right.
is GG,
So,
the
with an
race.
official time of 2:09:41, Decker is actually the first to finish. And Decker will be joining us for an interview. Oh, he says, heads up, I blasted some music to celebrate, so might want to swap audio after I kill Ganon. Well, thank you very much to our volunteer restreamer for changing the audio.
Hi,
Hey, Decker, GG's.
thank you. It was interesting.
How you feel about kind of Jetty after all that AD?
Yeah. Yeah, so like yeah, so the two I've done already were like quite long seeds, so I felt pretty bad about them, but like because they were long, like points are quite high, I can clear fast enough that it's like okay, you know, you still get like a decent score out of it. But this was a nice change of pace, especially to not get really caught up by it, like tripped up anywhere or anything. I don't really feel like I did anything extra except for like it feels a bit weird just sitting here and being like, yeah, I could have just not gone into Deathbound Crater. Like you could just skip DMC and that's cool because there was just another strengthened forest.
That, yeah, actually, I think everyone. I would be shocked if people didn't go there though, because
Oh yeah,
we have the
like I think
access fairly early to it.
I'd be pretty worried if you don't go into Deathbound Crater in the seed, to be honest. Like I mean, you're looking for skulls anyway, so you can get like an extra one up near the top of trail while handing in the claim check and stuff. Because that's it as well. You have like the claim check super early, so you've got like loads of checks in the area. There's like no reason not to do it.
So, what were you thinking when you were about to get that light arrow hit?
So at the time, I was thinking about what it could be that could like stall me. So I was like, okay, well, I don't have irons or scale, like gold scale, so I can't do like water, but it's light medallion, so that's no problem. But I can't do like tech type or lab dive. So I was like, there's like 2 checks. I feel pretty good about being able to clear everything. And then while I was in Fire Temple, I realized, oh, if it's like Gerudo Fortress, if it had been Gerudo Fortress or something like that, and I just had to go find the mirror shield to get Eponas, I would have been very sad.
Well, the mirror shield was in GTG.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
It was on the past the statue eye.
Yeah, I could see in the seed as well, like if you get things in a slightly different order, or like you manage to collect skulls even quicker, or like you get to 10 while you're already in CAC or something, so you don't need to like you can just hand it in there, get a long shot, and suddenly like GTG's in logic, and that's not great.
Right, and that's ended up being what actually saved Alexis's seed.
Oh really?
Right. So Alexis was still looking for Rudos and went GTG before, and then saw the mirror shield, and then popped over to GTG after finishing clearing.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So the mirror like pushed him back to Spirit. Fair enough. Makes sense. Yeah, I was a bit sad that the well, I was happy that the letter was where it was, but like I was a bit sad that I couldn't just climb this child when I went in the first place, I guess. But I'm I'm a big fan of like, oh, like Spirit might not be required, but I can go into Child Spirit and climb, so I'm gonna do it. Especially when there's a big chest there. Like, I mean, it's like a calculated risk, I would say usually. And then like in this seed, later on, it's like, okay, you have strength 2, you're looking for 1 item, you also need skulls to get to 30. The best places for me to go to skulls were like dungeons at the time, and it's like, well, fire sucks. Spirit's a good dungeon, a checks, and ice is quite quick and has good skulls, but also like my letter can't be there, and like all I get out of it's serenade. So I was like, well, I'll just go spirit, get like a few skulls. They're not super quick skulls, but like I know there's a big chest there that I'll work towards anyway. And then yeah, the letter was just there, and I was like, okay, well, how can I get as, like what are my remaining skills that I'm getting while I'm going to do Jabu? Because just before the letter, if that wasn't the letter, I would have probably still bailed at that point instead of doing the rest of Spirit, but gone to Deku and picked up some skills there. So quite nice where it was. But yeah, pretty happy with how I played it on the whole. Can't really complain.
Right. Well, Alexis has finished in 5th place with, hold on, let me pull it up. 2:12:36. Not bad either.
There's a lot of quick finishes coming in, like straight
they
after.
just started coming in a row. If you look at the race room, you start seeing things, and you can guess like where people may have. I like seeing the groups of people, like the clumps, and going like, okay, did this group of people all duck into this one dungeon?
Yeah,
And it delayed them all by 5 minutes.
I feel like, yeah, it doesn't quite always come up with jet seeds, because like if everything's on the way, it's kind of hard to get sort of pushed off. But the one that gets me the most is in like really long seeds, like longer seeds where there's quite a lot of stuff you can get baited into, right? You see the people that rooted really well, and then also like are well known as being like very, very top runners. So they come in with like first finishes, and then like you have people coming in. You have like a clump of people that come in that like cleared everything, and then people that didn't clear everything maybe aren't quite as good, but like end up coming in on like the par, and you have like these different clumps of people that are like, oh, I hard last location, I missed like did everything bar like one side dungeon and things like that. But yeah, no, I kind of agree. I like seeing the like clumps and just figuring out which clump is which.
All right. Well, thank you very much for getting restreamed today.
Oh, thank you for having me. It was pretty fun. I would say usually with like qualifier stuff, I tend to have pretty good luck with restreams. The only one that I didn't was 2 years ago in SGL calls then, because I avoided my Ganonboski.
I was just going to ask if when you said scummed, it was like, oh, you got hit by the. I remember that. It happened at least one race.
Yeah, but outside of that, I was like a minute behind Exodus, who was winning, who won the seed.
Oh,
so like I was like doing really well outside of that one thing that like completely ruined it. So
no, I might remember that one actually.
the restream look was still kind of there, just like other powers that be were intervening as well. So, but yeah, I think most of my best qualifier finishes have been while I've been restreamed, and I don't know why, because like the back end of it always kind of gets into like brick mode where you're like, oh, no one's finished. But yeah.
New IT guy, you got any questions?
No, not really. It's kind of straightforward.
Right, I think we can just wrap it up then. There is another thing happening on here in about 45 minutes. I don't know what it is, but Speedgaming has got something else happening. Tomorrow is our final qualifier for Ocarina of Time Randomizer at SGL. We still need someone to assist with comms. It's at 11:15 in the morning, which is excellent question. I think 5:15 in Central Europe, I want to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Like France, Germany time will be 5:15
Yeah, cool.
because
Central
it'll be
Europe.
4:15 here. So
Yeah. So we just need one more person to handle comms. We got our tracker team ready to go. And that will finish up our qualifiers. And then within a day or two, we will start scheduling the main tournament. Decker, I think Star will crunch the numbers, but I think you just secured your spot.
I'll take it. I mean, I was unsure how this was going to go because I was on holiday for 2 weeks for like most of the qualifiers. Didn't take a setup with me, so I was like, well, I'll just do the last 4 when I get back and see what happens.
Yeah.
So I'll take it.
Yeah, Star
it's
will do
good-
the number crunching.
Yeah,
And
it's good
Alexis
practice
is
for live as well, for in person.
probably, I think, also getting in. The as you said at the beginning, the required score to get into the tournament has gone up each year that we've done this. And at this point, it's getting kind of scary how good you have to be to get into the tournament. We have a lot of excellent runners. And there's been a lot of people playing this year. Yeah, Star thinks it's going to be about 90. I suspect it's going to be about 90 as well. All right, well, thank you everyone for assisting in today's race. New IT guy, thank you for assisting on comms. Great to talk with you for this. Not even 2.5 hours. Would like to thank our trackers for today, which are Warren, Traveler, and Baseball. 2 of our regulars who assist throughout. Thank you. Thank you to Decker for agreeing to restream, and thank you for Alexis to also agreeing to restream, even if you didn't feel like coming in for the interview at the end. It's always good to have other people on stream. And with that, want to say anything else, or shall we just close the stream?
I like hovering off the big chest in Fire Temple, just saying.
Okay, yeah, we did not mention that. That was beautiful. Alexis didn't actually do that. We don't know if he doesn't know it.
It's like one of my...
Sure, whether it's legal?
It's one of my favorite, like, tech things to do in a dungeon, I think. Because, like, you need hovers to do it instead of, like, you skip a bow, but you need another item to do it, so it's like, yeah.
Oh, is that why they allow it?
I have no idea.
Weren't sure why it's allowed.
I think it's just allowed because it's, like, not a big deal. Like, it doesn't tend... Like, the fringe scenario where you get to skip bow is quite... Like, where skipping the bow there matters is, like, very, very small.
Oh, well, Alexis in chat says, I know it, but I don't remember it. All I know is that Mr. Mario definitely remembers it because he always asks if it's legal. All right. Well, thank you everyone for participating in Restream and volunteering today, and we will see you tomorrow morning at 11:15 Eastern or 4:15 in the UK, 5:15 in Central Europe. Have a good evening.